on the lagoon in Venice. We are pumping the water out of the lagoon, the natural water that's there, which is not entirely clean. We're bringing it through a filtration system, and we're actually splitting the system. So part of it is through biofiltration, that you will see tanks of water with plants, and the water is going through, the tanks getting progressively more clean. It's also going through a reverse osmosis process, half of the water, and it's getting purified and cleaned through that. So there are different treatments to the water. The water will then be fused together, because reverse osmosis actually will remove the salt and minerals, and we're actually trying to get a little bit more of the taste of Venice, of real Venice. So when the water is put together, it will be clean, but it will now be mixed with these two different systems. The water is merged, and then it will be brought into espresso machines, and it will come out really hot, piping, great espresso. We wanted to take two essential elements of Venice. One is water. We identify Venice with water, the beauty of the water. And the other is pleasure. It's espresso is fantastic pleasure. So we wanted to put the water and the pleasure, like the part that maybe we should think about again. Water is so essential to the identity of Venice in every different way. And how can we put these two things together before the public and also bring up some bigger issues? This idea could be applied at all different scales and in all different places, all different bodies of water. So it's an idea that actually doesn't depend on big water treatment plants. It's something that's much more sustainable and simple and can be done. And in the context of the big picture, when we're seeing climate change dry up our water supply, when we see so much pollution that's unregulated and so forth, that we need to really think about how to do this in an energy efficient way, and we think that we're putting something forward that makes a lot of sense. The technology that we're using is familiar technology. It's not so unusual, and it has been available for a long time. We're using the combination of the biofiltration with the reverse osmosis together, and it's particularly also to get a kind of taste, a kind of flavor profile that we want. But this technology is not really unusual. What we're doing is we're putting it on display. We're emphasizing the biological filtration part. So it's applicable. We consume Venice all the time. We consume it with our eyes, right? And we eat it up, we take photographs, we send them all around the world, but we never actually consume it, right? We consume the fish, we consume the food that's made here, but to actually drink and eat and drink Venice, to consume it in your digestive system, it's a new thing. And for us, it was a very, very important opportunity, because on the one hand, when you think about drinking the water out of the canals, it's sort of, it's a little disgusting, it's a little shocking, but then it's connected with this pleasure idea that the smell of espresso, the taste of espresso. And when you put the two together, you have this real sort of super juxtaposition of two very different kinds of emotions. And that's what we were really aiming to do. We want to actually see the entire process from beginning to end.